You alright?
What is this camera going? Are you cycling? Is this cycling?
No, it's
body cam. You security guard. You got security guys.
Yeah. How you doing, man? Nice to meet you, good to meet you, fella. Yeah, good. Nice one, bro.
Even at the front of the van on your side, you'll see there's a projector. You get that off things. Yeah, just do it. Yeah, still.
How you doing, man? Nice to meet you, bro.
Food is going to be coming in about an hour, so it's food on the house as well. All we need is your love, energy, attention, and then we'll do a mini movie. There's a little mini documentary that one of our brothers filmed as well. I love this camera. Aaron, I have to say I'm putting you on the spot right now. Ladies could have stopped right there.
Oh, well, I saw it. He was filming. I'm like, oh shit, I should be filming too.
When I was under investigation, I was just like,
it looks like one of you got the right to it. It's not a camera.
Yeah, it's like a body cam. Yeah.
so we've got 5 big cameras around. There's water outside as well. There is fruit outside as well. Help yourselves. There's going to be a few more brothers running in as well. Big brothers, obviously, it's going to be all brothers as well. It's a help space. We're all like-minded individuals, which is why you're here. Yeah. Any questions? At the very end, we'll do a Q&A and we'll do networking so you guys can meet and greet. I can 110% guarantee every single one of you. Junior, you just broken the mat etiquette. You didn't know it's my fault. My skin just crawled. Like, that's burpees, that's 10 burpees, brother. Basically, evidence you right there. You can't deny it. So, that's my fault. Just for anybody who hasn't done martial arts, all my jiu-jitsu guys over here, they know they're laughing because I'm named right there. When we get on the mat, guys, literally just step off your. It's okay, Junior. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I see you take it seriously. Thank you. Just step from your Crocs onto the mat. So your shoes, Crocs. Step from your shoes onto the mat. So you just don't sneak out the dirt from the floor. Liam's like, you see this in the kids' class all the time. You don't take the dirt from the floor onto the mat. That's basically the main rule. There are toilets over here. There's men's and women's toilets. See? I don't know if there's a word for it nowadays. Off there. Yeah. I think we're all school here, so yeah, I think there's an age bracket in there, so we don't know. Remember, there's toilets inside there as well. 5 exits. I wasn't planning to do it, should I tell you? Get to the door, be the first to the door. This is Team Battle. This is Talk to a Brother, which is created by Brother Tom and myself. We've been doing it for how many years now? We started just before lockdown, and it's just grown. And we have the blessing today to actually be sponsored by the Corona BNB Forum. So, Doctor, I was going to say CEO, but so I say Dr. CEO, Dr. And it's an official doctor as well, Dr. Andrew Brown, who's here.
what? I'm doing running at the moment. So my next year is about running. But I'm making an excuse because I'm still running. I don't know what it is. I just need to kind of get. I do want to be here. I'm not allowed to. I think it's all about. I'll take it into
Wait, Chris.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Loving it?
Yeah, go on. So how do you think today's turned out, bro?
It's terrible, bro.
Terrible.
Yeah, everybody here, I hate them. Not my kind of people, you know. I mean, look at these beautiful guys over here that we've got in the house. Love it, bro. This is some of my favourite people in here.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I hear that.
turn the camera around, bro. Let them see who you are, bro. Come on. Look at this mug. Last time, do you know the picture of me and you when it was in your van time ago?
Yeah.
Do you know how many people love that picture? It comes up from different random.
No way, God.
Who's that handsome guy? I'm like, me? Is that? No, shoot. I love it, bro. A little bit of jiu-jitsu, a little bit of fun. I need to check the time. We're going to move on in a sec.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, this is my kind of night.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love
So tell me what inspired you to obviously think outside yourself and decide that you was gonna, bring a school together. What gave you the confidence, and what was the main driver behind it? What, love for jiu-jitsu or
just love.
just love in general?
Look at the conversations that we have.
Yeah, exactly.
And I have
Beautiful.
these kind of things with every single one of your brothers on a regular basis, and it's a blessing. Not everybody has that blessing. I mean, the reality for us is we see so many people who, you gave me a call today.
Say that again?
You gave me a call today. Your call was one of the most uplifting conversations I had today.
Yeah.
You don't even
you,
realise, but some of the things that you were saying were uplifting me, and we have
bro.
that impact with people.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
it's-
So in regards to men, you think men should be more open?
as well as men, bro. If we are leading, if anyone wants to take that out of context, they can. If we are leading like at home in our families, or wherever it is, we want to be able to set that example of a healthy lifestyle, healthy
Yeah.
relationships.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of our older generations maybe didn't, they were doing their best,
Yeah.
respecting them, hats off, but in regards to the emotional side, in regards to our relationship and connection and communication side, maybe they didn't all know how to sort of handle the engagement.
So for anybody who watches this video, for people in London, England, and if you're visiting London from the States or wherever you're visiting, how will they find Chris Otakitu, Grapple Warriors, yeah?
Holistic Wellbeing Hub, Grapple Warriors.
Yeah.
I'm everywhere.
Right,
GB
okay.
Top Team, Brad Pickett, Ash Primshaw. I've trained with the London Grapple guys, Ross Nichols, Aiden, Owen O'Flanagan, Sylvie, Max Bickerton. There's so many different coaches. Frankie from South Saki. There's so many different clubs and gyms that I train at. Like, you can see me everywhere. I'm blessed that all the gyms that I go to, the clubs that I go to are very welcoming. I've learned so much from these coaches. There's so many people that I learn from, so I just want to create that same kind of environment. Whereas Jiu-Jitsu is so welcoming, and from all levels as well. So yeah, if you come to London, just tap on the Yam Power. That's what you need to do.
Speak up because it's getting a little bit loud. Speak up.
Chris Yam Power! Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my guy.
What level was that?
Watch though, I was saying, that's what I didn't say earlier before, is any jewelry, I know it's very Tom introduced me to you, bro. Tom, socks on the mats. You said shoes. 20 burpees. Just a piece as well. Okay, we've done that take out pack, we're going to just nominate so thank you. So we've done that take out on drag walk backwards. I've rolled with Pat, and it's not as easy to get him down. He's a serial guard passer as well, just so everybody knows what he's doing. So from here, taking it in, going to the back. Back take. Stay down, stay down.
Relying on this control grip, my shin was under his armpit, and my other heel was over the back of his leg, my left over his leg, over his hand, weights. So many points of the break, switch up out from the big team to the worst position. Yeah? Does that make sense? This one is that. Where's the team? Alright,
So much Chris, so much Taylor, no one wants to, this guy's pointing up to the left. No one wants to, this guy's straight down.
Danny, did you remember what I thought? Can you order a move for me? Where is it?
were like serious old school weightlifting. And I think that's partly why he's stayed involved with it. I'm not too sure, because his brother was a weightlifter. So who's the brother again? Simon. He was the one that jumped from the car into the fire into another car like he was now. No. He's fucking lunatic, yeah. Really nice guy, a lunatic. They're all like, yeah. They like, do you know what I can describe this gym as? You know when you watch the Rocky films? Yeah. It was like that. There was a guy called Tony, and he used to come down here and he used to do like 200 sit-ups before session. And he was like, seriously great shape. Yeah, remember Big Tony? Oh yeah, the good thing about it was they started dragging us all in the age of like 11, 12, and they started training us. It's great. Pat as well. Pat was good, wasn't he? Yeah. And then Tom basically took over, and that's it really. Been money pits ever since.
How many years ago was that?
I was 11 when I first came in doing weights, and I'm 37 now, so 26 years now. Yeah, it's good.
Got any other old school stories?
Do you remember Halloween? Was it Ricky? He had he had tights over his head.
Yeah, like skinny.
He was running down with a baseball bat. I thought he's got to pop
Life on this estate with his kids was very. Yeah, it was mental.
Was it rough on this?
It was. Yeah, it was a rough estate growing up, but there was a few families that were dotted around. Everyone was a bit like, geez. Tom and his brothers were the hard fuckers when we were younger, so everyone used to stick with it because they look after you. If you like football, they'd be sweet. But yeah, it was a rough estate, man. But it was good fun. Everyone, if you knew everyone, it was fine. Just. So
you've obviously developed into a nice man. So what made the difference for you in terms of growing up here, and how did you become the sort of person you are? Yeah.
Right, the honest truth. When I was on this estate when I was really young, I got involved with a few kids. And they convinced me to go and smash all the windows in the two schools, local schools.
Yeah.
I ended up getting caught by the police.
Yeah.
I couldn't get arrested because I was only 9.
Yeah.
I know, it's terrible. I know. But then what happened was I got taken home by a policeman, and I remember my mum's face, and she's not really one to be messed with. And I remember the door shutting and her beating the living shit out of me.
I see.
And then after that, they took me to the police station to see my brother, who was old enough to be arrested. And I thought, do you know, I want to be a copper. And I ended up becoming a copper for 10 years.
You're joking?
And that's it. So I ended up moving back here, buying a house on the estate as a police officer. And then obviously, as you get older and you have kids, everything just changes anyway, right? So you just see things differently. And
what's your view of like London and the way things are going at the minute? Obviously, there's a lot of issues, but what's your sort of viewpoint of everything?
Carefully.
Just parenting?
Yeah. So in my eyes, it's all down to parenting. So I've got 4 children, and I don't suspect my children are going to go out and get involved in gangs or knife crime or drugs or anything like that, purely because they have been taught since they were young, and I won't allow them to get involved in it. It's as simple as that. The problem is, when I was in the police, you would get people that I would go to parents' houses and you can clearly see when you take their sons back or their daughters back, they don't care. And if you've got that when you got home, you've got no choice. So that's what I think.
So what's your advice to sort of like parents sort of bringing up children in and around sort of like South East London, Croydon, or just anywhere in London in general, where the relatively sort of certain parts are impoverished, or what's your?
I would say you've got to keep the kid busy, and you've got to be more involved. I think for my generation, my mum was always working.
Yeah.
So I wasn't a bad kid, but if I was, she wouldn't know what I'd be doing because she was working all the time. And I think a lot of parents are having to work, and their kids are coming home. They don't see their kids until 6, 7. You don't know what your kid's doing out on the road. And I think you automatically assume your kids well behaved because they're well behaved when parents are around. But because they've got too much time, they get bored. They end up doing stupid stuff.
Yeah, because a lot of people can't afford childcare.
Yeah,
so
of
kids
course.
are getting up to it. I think for me, I grew up in New Cross, house. At one point shared, I think me and my siblings all shared a bedroom at some point. But again, I didn't actually feel like I was.
See, you don't strike me as someone who's come out of New Cross.
Yeah,
what was it, like Peeps Estate or somewhere like that, or close?
It was on Florence Road, right? If anyone knows that it's the Albert part.
Working people.
Right,
so
okay.
So my parents still live there now.
Yeah.
So I grew up there, lived there. But then my parents were always really strict to me, and I was
Right.
the first son as well, so they were just really, really hot on me. There was no choice, like getting myself educated.
Yeah.
Uni. There was no, it wasn't, oh, what do you want to do? It was, you are going to do this shit. And my view was always, okay, once I turn 21, then it's my life. But by that point, I'd already gone through, got myself a decent job. And actually, the thing that changed it for me, actually, I had my first child really young. So I was 21, unexpected. I had
Right.
to provide for someone else suddenly. And that just put a whole heap of responsibility on me. And I thought, right, I need to fix up and sort myself out because I've got someone relying on me. So,
Let me ask you a question. How old were your parents when they had you?
a lot older than me.
A lot older.
Yeah, because they tried, like, there's a long story, but my parents tried for years before they had kids.
Okay.
So
And
they
they're
were
of the older generation.
Yeah.
Right? So I think now a lot of the problem is you've got kids having kids.
Yeah.
Right? So like with respect to yourself,
Yeah.
21, I was the same age. A son, young and whatever else, and I've had 3 6. But I understood because my dad was 45 when he had me,
Yeah.
and I'm on a 10. So my dad is like, John would tell you, my dad he's old school.
Yeah,
Born
that's-
1943, it's
yeah.
like, you're doing this, you're
Yeah,
doing
that's
that.
the same as my
You
parents.
know, on a Saturday I'm supposed to go play football.
Yeah.
My dad would wake me up out of bed without my mum there, and he'd be like, I've got a job, you can come help me. I'd go and move bricks from the age of 10. And it's just a level of respect now. I love him to bits, he's a great man. But I think I would never be like that if I had a dad that was probably of this new generation.
Yeah, okay.
And the problem is a lot of kids having kids, and that just don't help.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, a lot of people ain't ready for the life of parenting.
That's why when I do talk to kids and I go into school sometimes talk about what I do, it's really why it's important to me is because I was one of those kids. So sometimes they see people from another background and they can't relate to them at all. But I can say that I grew up and I had the same opportunities you did. I grew up in the same area. You know, I've done alright, but there's opportunities you just need to think broader.
Yeah, keep level headed.
Yeah, and obviously the society will tell you it's only because of music and football. But there's plenty of things out there you can enter. You just need to have a broad mind and someone to show you the ways.
So you are bang on right. That is a society problem.
It's
Society problem.
Yeah, especially if you're from the impoverished background, it feels like the only way out is through certain channels. Or people used to, like when I was growing up, then people I knew money were doing all the bad stuff. The reason why I didn't get involved is because I was always one who got caught. Whenever I was doing badness with my friends, it was always me who got caught. I couldn't grass, so I got in trouble. Everyone else stayed after.
And who are you most scared of? Police and mum and dad?
Mum and
There you go.
dad. Mum and dad.
Let me tell you something.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Let me tell you
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Not to control children, but to keep children in a certain level
Yeah.
of stability, they have to have an element of fear. And
Yeah,
that's just a simple
so
fact.
I tell this-
Nowadays, there is none of that. Kids are not scared of their parents.
I remember a story I told someone yesterday, and it just popped into my head because so I ran out my house and got knocked over by a car when I was younger. And a neighbour found me and was like, took me inside. You know when I got home, I went to my parents because I was scared.
Yeah,
Like,
did mum and dad tell you?
yeah, so the parents, the neighbour came in later on, knocked on the door, checked if I was okay. They were like, what happened? And he told them. My parents went nuts. Like, afterwards they checked if I was alright, but the first reaction was getting nuts at me. So even that mentality of you get knocked over by a car and you don't want to tell your parents because you're scared of the trouble you're going to
That
get.
story I told you earlier,
Yeah.
I asked the policeman to arrest me. When I told him I was 9, he said he couldn't.
Yeah.
He said, I'll take you back to mum,
Yeah.
and then I started crying my
Yeah.
eyes out. I knew what was coming, right?
Exactly.
There's a big old brown solid wooden council door. When that slammed behind me, I turned around and I was like, oh mate, and that's it. My brother had it easy, it was easy, he had it easy. He had it easier than I did. She whipped my arse all up south of the police station.
Did you go into the force as well?
No, it's just me. There's several factors why I went into it. But yeah, I mean, I did go, when I'm around here, I weren't concerned, as silly as it sounds, I weren't concerned with people doing drugs, selling drugs, none of that ever bothered me, right? I've got an issue with people with sexual, you know what I mean, predators and all that, I can't stand it, so that's why I wanted to go to the police. That's a big thing for me when I was sort of 17, 18, I was like, fuck this, and I hated it. But then after 4 years, I realised that it wasn't what I anticipated. There's so many politics in the police officer. It's just, and when you're doing stuff that you wouldn't necessarily agree with yourself just to please someone else, that's not really me. So yeah, went back and now I'm an electrician again. Happy days.
Want to make more money as well.
I make more money. A lot more money.
That's true.
Yeah.
Awesome, fellas.
Thanks for sharing that.
That was good, man. Thank you.
You wouldn't be in every single one of you. Some of you have only known for a couple of weeks, some of you have known for donkeys. You know, some of you I've known from when you were still ankle biters, and you're all like-minded human beings, beautiful human beings. You all make beautiful things in your community, in your family, you bring the lights. And I can't see Liam on a bloody school. I'll be having the worst day, the worst morning, like tired from training at 5 a.m. with bloody T and Andy.
So tired, like 2 hours sleep, going to drop the kids off. I was just seeing Liam and it's like teddy bear smiling. I was like, shit, what am I about to come here? Look at this beard, walking beard. And it's the same breakfast with Aaron. I haven't called with you this morning. And I had the laziest morning this morning. I went to bed at 4 a.m. in the morning, so I couldn't go do a 5 a.m. session. Andy, I wanted to be there, but the body couldn't do it. And I got Aaron getting report here, and just a few words he said were so beautiful. And I'm like, I'm grateful, man. I'm so lucky and I'm so blessed because we all go through it. We all go through it as men. I had conversations with practically every single one of them. But it's not easy. And then we're in a day and age whether it's wrong or right to say where sometimes I feel I almost have to apologize for being a man. Or saying them, I almost have to whisper sometimes. I have to just quieten down, lower my tone a little bit, just so I don't offend the wrong person. And I don't think that's healthy. And I'm not trying to start any campaign against any cause or anything else as well, you know. But I'm grateful that you guys will sacrifice your time. It's like we've all got family, we've got trained athletes in here, we've got musicians, we've got tech guys, so many different people competing tomorrow, you know. So many different skill sets in here. And I'm just grateful that you guys will come out and share and be so open. I want to pass the floor over to one of our brothers who's actually also committed a lot of his time coming to our talk around nights and always open to share, give such an insight for me of what our youth are coming through right now and some of the beautiful stories that we share, reflection that we give. So, guys, can we give a hand to my bro Caden? So just your experience and talk to us about that and how it helped or how it's impacted you.
Yeah. I remember when I went there was just this, like I felt like I've been there for years, like honestly, like Tom and Chris, like it just felt literally like what they call it, a safe space where I could just talk, I could be me, I didn't have to think, you know, what's this person thinking, or I didn't have to, you know, there was no judgment. And yeah, I feel like every time I've been there, I've always got some sort of lesson of help. It's helped me in some part of my life that I can apply what it is that I've took from that evening that can help me later on. And there's times I've been tired. Like I've told you loads of times. Like times I've been tired. I'm like, I don't want to go, but I'm like, but let me just go. And I was just telling Liam, and I'll come out and I feel refreshed. Like I literally feel like a new person, and it's literally just because of, you know, being able to talk what it is that we're going through. Most of the time, you know, Tom, Chris, or whoever else is in, I can't remember the other name, so Jiff, yeah. Like, we've all got these experiences, and, you know, like what you said in the documentary, like, it's like everyone's got a tool, and you can take the tool and fill up your own box, and yeah, it's just, for a man like of this generation, I feel like it's important to be able to just come together and talk on certain topics, hear different perspectives, and yeah, even just like gaining new friends. Like Tom and Chris have helped me a lot on my journey, you know. I'm proper grateful for them, and I just like being around like-minded people, especially in a world where there's, you know, people that have agendas, and, you know, they know you, or they want to be around you for the wrong reasons, and, you know, I feel like it's just nice to be around people that you just feel safe and, you know, good-hearted people. So yeah, my experience there has been great, man. I've loved it, can't lie. Proper grateful, Tom's gone. Proper grateful to see Chris though, yeah, and Tom. And yeah, I think one thing I'll honestly say is I just wish more people did use the space Like I've been there, and, you know, sometimes there's not a lot of people, and I just feel like if people more was to come, like it would just thrive. It would be like one of the next big things. But yeah, that's all I would say. But yeah, man, I've enjoyed it. I loved it.